I'm on my way to Texas right now to get revenge on my student for absolutely rolling me at last year's USAP Cup finals. Last year at the USAP Cup, my student Jeremiah absolutely destroyed me. While he didn't win, he did take 11th while I took 28, so hopefully we did a little better. I've been getting faster in my track meets, and I've lost about 25 pounds in preparation for track season and for the USAP Cup finals. So hopefully, it pays off in the long run.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay.
Today was the day. Woke up at 6:30 a.m.
Damn.
Right now, we're just getting all of the info explained to us about what we are and are not allowed to do on this course.
You're not allowed to touch the feet, you're not allowed to touch the floor in the middle. We have a
During practices, we're allowed 2 full run-throughs on the right side, and on the left side is for people needing to practice specific things.
Get some of Dylan.
Camera is having some issues with its autofocus because of this light at the top. Of course, once we fixed it, everything was fine. I should also probably clean my sensor and my lens. Oops. To be honest, these drops and jumps scared me. I spent the last 6 or 7 months or so working on my rehabilitation to get rid of my jumper's knee. And really, it's the impact that scares me the most, because this is the most impact that I've had in a long time. I'm pretty terrified I might trigger a bigger reaction and bring back some of the pain. Check this guy right here. His name is Matt Hadley. He was convinced that he would take first place, and I wasn't so sure. But after watching these practice rounds with him in it, I think he might actually have a real shot at it. The fastest is just not the sexiest thing possible. It's just to stay on your feet and run, which is why I think Matt was really onto something. Unfortunately, he did roll his ankle during practices, so he didn't really get a chance to show what he's capable of. It seems like I didn't prep this landing enough onto the green block without my hands, like I thought I did. Turns out, I only prepped it with a hand touch, which explains why I put my hands down a bit more on the actual run. Make no mistake, a lot of these people make this course look extremely easy, but it's actually quite difficult.
Bogey on the court. Eric. Good question.
My student Jeremiah ended up facing a professional free runner in his matchup, which really excited me. I wasn't sure how well he'd do or not do. But he did give Xander a run for his money. After watching back some of the preps of this footage, I noticed I didn't really prep the right side of the course. I only did the pillars on the left side, which was probably the reason I bailed committing to this jump. It definitely cost me a run here, even after I caught up to Steez with this underbar. It clearly wouldn't have made the biggest difference in our times. Steez still would have beat me. But next time, I know to prep both sides of the course and not just one side.
Come on, let's go! Quick! Quick and smooth!
In 2023, Evan and Ben went neck and neck for first place. Since then, Ben has been extremely serious about his training, and the results, well, they speak for themselves.
Still making it work for Evan. Powering over with Ben. Oh my goodness! Two, one, go! Go, 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 go! Nice!
Low double Kong, hip the stride right out.
Jeremiah, very quick on those strides in the orange box.
Go!
Both hands on the wall at the same time.
Quick,
David
quick, quick!
with the machete tag.
Yes, yes!
Right behind him on
Nice!
Jeremiah pushes through the stride. And Jeremiah,
Wow. 1 second between them.
This is it. This was my last chance this weekend to prove that all of my hard work wasn't for nothing. This is my chance to prove to myself that I can still do something as an athlete. Has my hard work paid off? Have I been killing myself on the track for no reason? Should I give up on my dreams of being an athlete that I believe I could be? In the end, no, I didn't win. This wasn't my big moment, but this was a win, even though it didn't feel like one in the moment. I do think I proved to myself that the hard work was paying off. I saw a glimpse of my future, and it lit a fire under me. It showed me where I needed to improve, and it showed me all of my weaknesses. So next year, I'll be coming back to the USAP Cup to earn my place on the podium. A lot can change in 1 year. Some people underestimate what they can do, and I think it's time to get my spikes back on, hit the track, and keep getting faster, because my journey isn't over yet, even if the USAP Cup Finals in 2026 are. I'm just gonna go through here and break down everything that I think I could have done better. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you agree with, if this is something that's helpful for you as a coach or as an athlete, and let me know if you see anywhere else I can improve. So right off the rip, I think my start was okay, especially coming from track and field. I do think my start is better than probably some of these people here. Obviously, my placement doesn't really reflect that, so I don't know. Going over this jump here, I do notice that I am not accelerating off of the block and down onto the black floor. Coming up onto the wall and sprinting out, I do notice I'm also not really accelerating off of that first foot. I'm also slowing down quite a bit, jumping from here. I probably should have just done a Kong up and then immediately into another Kong up. Now this part I'm so upset about. Looking back at the footage, I know you didn't really see it because it was blurred out, but I underbar this on the first one, and it really made a lot of difference for me catching up to Steve's, and I should have underbarred this bar right here again, but I think I was just playing it safe, and I wanted to just have some time on the board instead of having no score. So I did the swing instead. Now, anytime that you're absorbing your impact, you are not accelerating. By definition, you can't absorb and accelerate at the same time. So I could have made up a lot of time here just by not putting my hands down and really gassing on the acceleration here. A big thing that I'm going to even start working on is my stride tech here, because I definitely could have made a ton of time up with these strides upon the pillars. Landing on the green box here, man, this one's tough because I was really worried about my patellar tendonitis or my jumper's knee, and so I absorbed more, but then my hand slipped. Really, I should have just landed on my feet. My legs are strong enough, I think, to absorb this landing and keep running. It's what I should have done. Next time, I'm going to be prepping these drops more. I'm not really much of a big drops guy, but it is what it is. And then finishing out here, obviously, I just kind of dropped. No big deal, just because the race was already over. So hopefully this helps. Let me know if you see anything else for the speed run that I can improve on. Drop it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, make sure you check out this video right over here. I think you'll enjoy it. Comment something down below that you'd like to watch next.